Hello and welcome to your Monday morning yoga flow. I'm Erin and I'm honored to be your guide today. For today's practice, you'll need a block or two stacks of books for some of the poses we'll do later. And then you'll need a yoga strap or a scarf if you have it, and some water. It's always nice to have a bottle of water, a glass of water around where you're practicing. A clear space in your floor is good, and a yoga mat if you have it. So I'm going to jump back to my mat and we'll begin our class. Today's class is about a yogic term, actually a life term called equanimity. And equanimity means being equal and balanced. So when we practice yoga, we practice both sides of our body because we want ourselves to be balanced. But you'll know that the sequence of a yoga class is designed so that you're also equal in your mind and your body. So I'm actually going to start our class by having you sit in simple seat, Sukhasana, legs either extended out in front of you or crossed. You can also be in a chair if that's more comfortable. Closing your eyes, just beginning to reflect on your breath and your breath alone. Naturally inhaling and exhaling. In and out your nose if it's comfortable, and if it's not, try to inhale through nose and slowly exhale through mouth. I'm going to read you a yoga sutra that is really important to me. I've been studying this yoga sutra by Patanjali for, I'd have to say, 3 to 4 years. I'll read it to you. It has to do with living a life, an equanimous life. It's sutra number 1.33. By cultivating attitudes of friendliness toward the happy, compassion for the unhappy, delight in the virtuous, and disregard toward the wicked, the mind stuff retains its undisturbed calmness. Just taking that in as you breathe. Sometimes I find it's really hard to give a casual disregard to people that are rude or nasty, but this sutra helps because it tells you how to deal with the 4 types of people in our life in the world. And it'll lead you to have an equanimous life. So as you're breathing, feeling parts of your body that may be in discomfort or may be feeling good, see if you can begin to focus your breath in the center of your body, your spine. This is called the central channel. And when our attention is balanced, we are in touch with the present moment of time we're in. So that's why we always focus on breath in a yoga class. But here specifically, breathing up the spine, and then exhaling, releasing the breath through down the spine. We'll really get our mind and our breath to focus in that central channel, or it's called walking the middle path, being equal. So take a deep inhalation through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale it away. Feeling the shoulders sink away from your ears. Feeling your sits bones sink fully on the earth, finding gravity. Feeling the supports beneath your legs and your feet, your seat. Inhale again deeply. Open mouth, exhale away. And blinking your eyes open, I'm actually going to have us get right to our feet in mountain or Tadasana. So swing your legs to one side or the other, or roll over your legs. Coming into tabletop first, we're going to ease it up onto our feet. See if you can bring the tops of your feet down on the earth. So your back is flat, your knees are parallel, and they're right under your hips. Your hands are right under your shoulders. Drop your belly and look up on your inhale. And on your exhale, round your spine, bringing chin towards chest. Inhale, dropping belly, looking up. And exhale, rounding spine, bringing chin towards chest. Practice a few more of these in your own breath and time. This is getting our spine, our spinal cord ready to move. Readying ourselves for some movement. So inhaling, dropping the belly, looking up, and exhaling, bringing chin towards chest, rounding out that spine. Maybe you sway your hips from left to right in this cat posture. Maybe you're making small circles with your torso. If you're making circles, just go to the other side when you're ready to. Finding stillness in the body. Curl the toes under and bring your hips up to the sky, coming into your first downward facing dog of the practice, dropping your head in between your arms. And your hips as high as they can go up to the sky. Bending, make a lot of bend in your knees this time. Deeply bending your knees, lifting that tailbone up to sky. On your next inhale, lengthen out your right leg, leaving your left leg deeply bent. Inhale, both heels up. Exhale, deeply bend into right knee. Inhale, bringing both knees up, both knees straight, heels up. Bend into left knee deeply, straightening right leg. Practicing this walking dog back and forth on your own breath. Pressing firmly into your hands. Finally, finding stillness here. Hips raised as high as they can go up to sky. And bend into your knees. Slowly walk in between your hands so that your torso is right over top of your extended legs, dropping crown of head to the earth. And if this is just not happening for you, such as you have vertigo, always you can bring your hands up to your thighs and your back can be parallel right above the floor. Or you can balance yourself on the seat of a chair. Wherever you're at is just fine. Finding comfort and ease in each of these asanas, these postures we'll practice today. Roll it up. One vertebra at a time, allow your arms just to hang. Your head will arrive last. Bring your shoulders up to your ears, back and down. I want to practice breath of joy with you. I'm not sure if we've ever practiced this before. It is an activating breath. We're going to swing our arms if that's comfortable for you. It goes like this. It's one deep inhale, but you'll take 3 inhales. I'll show you. It goes inhale, arms up to the side and back up. And then, okay, so it goes inhale, 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 exhale as you fold over. And if that full exhale isn't happening, don't do it. Just go inhale, 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 exhale. No big thing. This is going to energize our body. Maybe if we've had scrambling thoughts today, it might help clear it with that deep breath. So let's just practice. Let's take a deep inhale to prepare. Open the mouth and exhale that away. We'll begin. So it goes inhale, 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 bam, kind of like you're a symphony conductor. So let's roll through breath of joy. Inhale, 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 exhale. Inhale, 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 exhale. And if my rhythm isn't meeting yours, do your own thing. One more time. Coming on up. Stand here in mountain, closing your eyes if it's comfortable, feeling what you feel. Is there any shimmering sensation in your forehead, top of head? Do you feel alive and vibrant in your limbs? Does your core feel anything? No, it's okay if you feel nothing. Just observe here. That pranayama is called breath of joy. Taking your hands to your heart space. Let's practice a few different ohms. We'll practice 3 of these. We're actually going to practice them where it's all of the vowel sounds, so A, E, I, O, U. But we're going to practice it a little differently. We're going to take the breath and the sound from the crown of our head down to our low belly with hands at our heart space. We should feel the vibration fully by using these vowel sounds. And you can just listen. If you don't feel like practicing this different ohm today, don't do it. So it's going to go like this. You're going to inhale. And then when you exhale, you'll say A, I, O. So let's practice 3 if you'd like. Inhaling for the first. A, I, O. Inhaling. A, I, O. Inhale. A, I, O. Taking a breath naturally. Exhaling that breath naturally. Dropping our hands to our sides. Inhale your arms up above head, palms unite, bend in all fingers except for pointer fingers, and inhale, lengthening up spine. Exhale to your left. Inhale back to center. Exhale to right. Back to center. This time, inhale, lengthening, exhale, over to left. See if you can step your left foot behind right. Coming back to center, step that left foot up to meet right, and exhale over to right side. This time, stepping your right foot behind left. Stepping right foot up to left, dropping hands back behind your sacrum, your lower back area. Connect your hands, and it can be the same as what we just did above our head, interlocking fingers, or grabbing onto forearms. Inhale to lengthen up the spine, and on your exhale, drop your hands or your forearms towards your glutes or maybe past, floating up your heart to the sky. Coming back to center, separate your feet so that they're hip width apart, and see if you can drop your torso over that opening of legs. Maybe your hands lift off of your low back. Always breathing, enjoying the breath. If you're not enjoying the breath, you need to take it a little more easier. Pressing into your feet, raising yourself slowly up. Unconnecting your hands. Bring them to your sides, walk the feet in together. Let's practice some sun salutations, inhaling arms up. Exhale, circle your arms to your sides as you bend over your torso. Inhale, lengthening spine, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Step it back to high plank. Shifting your shoulders over your wrists, drop to your knees, and flatten your tops of feet down to the earth. Curl tailbone, and then drop your chest and chin down so your hips will be up off the earth. When you're ready, inhale your heart in between your hands. Lengthen your legs really long. And here, press into the palms of your hands. We're at low cobra here. Feeling your back begin to work. Curl those toes under and bring your hips to your heels, extended child's pose. Forehead is to the earth or right above it. Maybe you still feel the reverberation of those ohms we did in the center of your core, your chest, your heart. Curl your toes and begin to bring hips to heels. Come to down dog. Begin to bend your knees and step or hop in between your hands. Torso is folded over legs. Inhale, raise it up, circling arms back up above head. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold, circling hands beside you. Inhale, raise spine, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Step it back again to high plank, shifting shoulders over wrists, dropping to knees, curling tailbone, and drop down your chest and chin. On your next inhale, push your hips down, bringing your heart in between your hands, coming into low cobra. Tops of feet are on the earth. Trying here not to strain your neck. Curling toes under, bring your hips to your heels, extended child's pose. Pressing into hands, raising your hips up, down dog. Bend into your knees and step or hop in between hands, folding torso over those legs. Inhale, raise it up. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's practice sun salutations now with some lunges. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands circle down, torso folded over legs. Inhale, raise your spine, hands to shins. Exhale, fold, step it back to high plank. Bring knees down to the earth, and then bring chest and chin down. Inhale, dropping hips, and then lifting your heart out in between hands. Press into the palms of your hands and raise yourself up a little higher. Look to your right, come to center, look to your left, come to center. Curl your toes under, bringing hips up to sky, down dog. Finding foundation in your downward facing dog, feeling all four corners of your hands here, and truly coming into the balls of your feet. Hips are raised up to sky. Press into hands and your left ball of foot, inhaling your right foot up towards sky. Bend into that knee, coming into three-legged dog, and then lengthen right leg, shifting it, stepping it in between your hands. So here, set that foundation up by stepping your right foot over some, and your left foot will be over to left, so that your legs are railroad tracked apart. Stay up on the ball of your left foot if you can, and inhale to raise yourself up into crescent lunge. Arms are come up along the sides of your head, your ears, fingertips pointed up towards sky. Really activate that back leg, flexing into that glute muscle, feeling your hamstring build, your calf muscle build, even the muscles in your feet. Feel beautiful and strong because you are right here in crescent lunge. Exhale your hands down to the earth and step your right foot back to meet left, coming into that high plank. Bring your hips up to sky. finding a strong foundation in that down dog. Really firm up the length of legs and arms. Pressing into hands and right foot. Raise left foot up towards sky, three-legged dog. Bend into left knee and maybe you glance underneath your left armpit. Lengthen that leg on your next inhalation and step left leg, left foot in between hands. Coming onto the ball of your right foot and then railroad tracking your feet. Find a nice strong foundation. Inhale, raise up when you're ready. Arms are right beside your head. Torso is long, spine is strong. Bringing navel up and in towards spine. Really activate your right leg. Finding that beautiful right glute muscle. Feeling strength in the right arch of your foot. Activating those fingertips even. See if you can reach up to touch the ceiling above you. And circle on your next exhalation, hands down to the floor. Step back into that high plank. Knees come down, curl that tailbone, and exhale, chest and chin down. Inhale, heart in between hands. Tops of feet are on the earth. Breathing here. Always witnessing the breath. Let's raise ourselves up into upward facing dog. So press into your hands, raise yourself up, feel those tops of feet on the earth. If you're really looking for some deepening in this posture, you can lift your thighs up off earth. This is upward facing dog or leave thighs on ground. Look to your right, come to center, look to left, come to center. Curl the toes under and bring hips up to sky, downward facing dog. Bend into your knees and begin to slowly walk in between your hands, allowing that torso to fold over your legs. Inhale, circling arms up as you raise your torso up. Palms unite again, bending in all fingers except for pointer finger. Stay right here with arms elevated, and then exhale to your left. Inhale to center, exhale right. Inhale, center. This time on your next exhalation, curl over here to the left side and step the right foot back behind you. Stepping right foot up to meet left, shift it over to the right side. Stepping your left foot now behind you. Coming back to center. Circle your hands down. Connect palms together behind low back or forearms, or this time maybe you can come into prayer hands. And that's where you bring the palms of your hands close together, touching all fingertips at your lower back. Separate those feet and let's begin to fold over that opening in any amount, bringing that head down to the earth. Press into feet, raise it up. Separating hands to your sides. Shake it out some. Here we're going to need your block or book. Whatever you have is just fine. Bringing it to, let's think, to the top middle of your mat. And put it on its highest. So if you are working with books here, you may need a stack of 3 or 4 novels. That's for a couple poses in a moment. Let's step it out so that our feet are 4 to 5 feet long. The space between 4 to 5 5 feet between. And then bend into this front knee. Your back foot will be parallel to back of mat and lengthen arms to a T. Bend into that front knee at a 90-degree angle, and you may want to challenge yourself by stepping your back foot further than you usually do. Make sure you still are at comfort and ease level though. Here, let's flip our hands up to sky. And then exhale, flipping palms of hands down to floor. Inhale, flip those palms up. Exhale, flip them down. Now gazing over your left fingertips or your front fingertips, whatever that hand is. Feeling the strength in your entire torso by bringing your belly up and in towards spine. Walk those shoulders away from your ears. Let's enjoy 3 rounds of breath here in Warrior Two. Inhaling and exhaling. That was 1 round. Lengthen this leg along the front leg, so it might be your left foot. Step that back right foot in, 2 steps, and then push towards the front of your mat, dropping your left hand to your left leg. Wherever that left hand goes, stay there. Don't try to push yourself down to the floor. This is triangle or trikonasana. Your head can be looking towards the horizon or down at your left foot or hand, or even up to sky. Your right arm can be raised up towards the sky or at your hip. So feel those beautiful biceps you're building here in this static pose. I mean, we're just standing here, right? But if you activate your length of arms from fingertip to fingertip, you can begin to feel biceps really building. Maybe your shoulder caps, you can feel those building too. Inhale to raise it up. Drop your hands for a minute to your sides, allowing this left leg to still be straight. I'd like you to walk your right foot in a little bit further, and we're gonna spring off this back right foot. Maybe you can do that with me. Spring off and spring off again, bending into front left knee when you land. This is a nice preparation for where we're going next, which is half moon. With half moon, we're gonna spring off and then come to our block or our books. And you're gonna move your blocks or book over to the top left corner of your mat, a little bit above your mat. So once you spring off that back foot, you're gonna rest your left hand onto the block or books, spin your torso out to the right side of mat, and then bring your right hand to your right hip, finding some comfort and balance. This is a perfect half moon. With your right foot down is a perfect half moon as well. Flexing into the foot if it's raised, and eventually lifting this right arm up off your hip. Feeling the strength we built in triangle from fingertip to fingertip. Now we're in half moon. Really activate the back leg, the raised leg, and the standing leg. Bend into that front knee and come back down. Let's come into that Warrior Two again. Gazing out over left fingertips. Lengthen this left leg. Put their toes, so both feet are parallel to the front and back of mat. Arms come up in a wide V. So we're in starfish pose. Our bodies look like a cross, an X, Bring your hands to heart. Inhale, circling hands up, palms together, bending all fingers except for pointer finger, and then come over to your left side. Inhale to center, come to right side. Inhale to center. Circle hands now behind your lower back area. Connect them how you like. It can be prayer, or it can be forearms or palms together. And then see if you can bend in any amount over your wide legs. Dropping the crown of your head to the earth, feeling the four corners of your feet. So that's your heels and balls of each foot. Press into feet and slowly, generously raise yourself back up. Take your hands apart and come into that cross pose against starfish. Palms together at heart space. And we're just going to flow to the other side. So taking your right toes, pointing to the back of your mat. And if you're not on the same side as me, not a big thing. Your back leg will be parallel to the back of your, front of your mat. Bend into the front knee. So here I'm at my right knee, and it's been in a 90-degree angle. Remembering where your arms go, they're flowing out to a T. Inhale, bring your hands up to sky. Exhale, palms down to the earth. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, palms down. One more time, inhaling, palms up. Exhale, finally, palms down. See if your shoulders can sink a small part away from ears. Gaze coming out over right fingertips. Bring that navel up and in towards spine. Breathing here. Maybe challenging yourself by walking the back foot out a little further apart. Finding a state of equanimity here in Warrior Two. How can you remain equal? Do you feel the left side of your body being equal with the right side? If not, see how you can make that happen. Maybe it's about stepping in the back foot. Maybe it's about bringing your attention to your middle path or your spine. Lengthen this front knee so it's right knee, right leg for me. Step that back foot in 2 to 3 steps and push to the back of your mat, your right hand, and drop it down to your leg wherever it lands. Elongating left arm above you or leaving it bent at the elbow onto hip. Gaze is out to horizon or down to foot or up to the sky, to the top hand. Really activating fingertips on one hand to fingertips to the other hand. Taking your breath, bring it into your arms. See if your breath, your awareness can come to your tops of shoulders, your shoulder caps. Roll the breath now to your underarm area. And flow the breath now to your forearms. On your inhale, taking breath now to your hands, pull yourself up, and then bring your arms to your sides. Bringing that, keeping your toes towards the back of your mat. You might have to step back and grab your block from the other side or your stack of books. You know where we're going to half moon. It's a challenging posture, but it really is liberating to do any form of half moon. So taking your block or your stack of books to the top right corner, maybe even above your mat. Your right toe tips are pointed to back of mat still. Your left foot is parallel to back of mat. Remember how we practiced that springing. So bend into this right knee or your front knee, and then just spring yourself from your back foot. So for me, it's my left foot, and I'm just practicing springing, really taking care that when I come down, my right knee, well, actually both knees are bent. Taking care not to hurt or challenge myself just too much. Coming back to stillness when you're ready, we'll set ourselves up, extending our arms to a T, dropping shoulders away from ears. Bend into that front knee, 90-degree angle, and spring off the back and bring your hand to your block or your books, really flexing into that back foot. Your back foot can even be on the earth. Inhale your arm up to sky, the left arm or the top arm, making a set of wings for yourself. Finding your glute muscles, bringing the breath there. Flowing the breath on the exhalation all the way to your feet. Activating legs so they're nice and strong, as if you were a statue made out of some beautiful marble. Really lengthen up and activate those legs. They're your support. Ripple in your abs, as if you're staring at David, the sculpture by Michelangelo. Where is the breath? Is it still there in your body? If it's not, bring it back. And on your exhalation, bend into that right knee and step left foot down. Come back, 2. Arms in a T, legs are wide. Feet are parallel to front and back of mat. Bring your hands to your low back area. Maybe you connect your hands or your forearms. Lengthen up your spine, dropping hands past or to your glutes, and look up. Exhale, fold. Maybe your hands raise off your lower back. Bring your hands down to the earth. Press into the palms of your hands on the earth. If your hands aren't meeting the earth, grab that book or block, place it underneath your gaze. Hands go on top. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, fold. Slowing your heart rate down here. Eventually, we're going to walk our feet in and come down onto our knees into tabletop. Separating our knees mat width apart. Begin to practice some cat-cows on your own, dropping belly, looking up, exhaling, rounding spine. Just a few here. Coming eventually to a flat tabletop, swing your feet over to one side and drop it down onto your hips. So you're gonna come onto your sit bones, you're gonna come onto your seat. We will grab our strap or our scarf. And I want to practice something called Supta Dandasana, which is, we usually practice it on our seat with our legs extended. Our arms go up and we fold, right? This is Dandasana on our seat. I want to practice it on our back today, giving you a different perspective and maybe rolling with our state of equanimity. So different perspective is bend your knees, coming onto your back, grabbing that strap or your scarf, and then unrolling it so that it's nice and long. Here I'm going to offer you, if you have a strap, a yoga strap that's 6 to 8 feet long, you can connect it by buckling it together. If your strap or scarf, whatever you're using, is not that long, not to worry. You don't need to connect it, it can stay in both hands. If it is a long strap, you're going to raise up and just place it around you, around your torso. It's going to come to your low ribs, your low shoulders, onto your back, and then you're going to put your feet up in the strap. Now, a lot of us don't have this long of a strap, I realize. Unroll whatever you have, your scarf, let's say, and take ends of your scarf, just take one end and then the other end in the other hand. Hold on to the strap, raise your legs up and flex your feet. This is Dandasana. So seriously, see, if you see your screen, if I were to roll up, I'd be right into Dandasana. But here we are on our back. A lot of times when you're practicing Dandasana on your seat, you're too worried about like where your breath is and all that. Here, let's relax. Feel the length of our spine. Roll our shoulders away from ears. So if that means you're holding on to the opposite ends of your scarf, just go down lower, dropping shoulders as you can to earth. Take a deep breath in through your central channel, that middle path. Exhale, take the breath from the crown of your head to your seat. Now let's practice alternate nostril breath here in Dandasana on our back. Inhale through the left side body, left nostril. Exhale, take it down the right side body through the right nostril. I know this is a concept that isn't the easiest to get, just do your best. Inhaling right side, exhaling left side. Inhaling left side, exhaling right side. Inhaling right side, exhaling left. Now let that breath just go and naturally breathe as you do in and out the nose. I want you to slide your left foot down to the ground, remain bent in that left knee, and see if in any way, holding onto the strap, you can slide that right leg out to the side. So I know a lot of you have a shorter thing you're working with, so you'll remain grabbed onto the sides of the strap. That right foot is flexed. Coming back up slowly. Step that left foot back up into Supta Dandasana. And then slip your right foot out, right leg out of that strap, and bend at the knee, foot is on the earth. And then flex into left foot, coming over to left side. In any amount. You don't need to come to the ground on the left side at all. That's why we're using the strap for support. Here, take the idea of equilibrium, the state of equanimity in the body. Let's just do the physical body. So notice, is your right hip, your right low back up off the earth in any amount? If it is, mine is. Come back, raise that leg up a little bit and bring that hip down to the ground so that both hips, left and right, are balanced on the earth. Inhale that leg back up. Step that right foot back into the strap, holding on to the strap or the scarf. Really activate the length of legs. Belly is up and in. Bend into both knees and release your feet to the floor. Taking your strap away from you. Here, lengthen your legs out long. Bringing your hands to your belly. See if you can flex into this right foot and allow your left leg to just naturally be at ease. So you might shake that left leg slightly back and forth, just telling it, just chill out here, left leg. It's my right leg that's going to be working. So here, see if you can begin to bring your right hip up towards your torso. And I'm talking like a ½ inch to an inch. You'll notice your right heel moving back and down into the earth, as well as your right hip. On your exhale, drop that right heel so that it's equal with the left heel. And then see if you can walk it back again. Walking right heel back, right hip back. Exhale, drop the heel to meet the left heel. So now, shake that right leg out and activate the left leg, flexing into left foot. Hands are still at your belly if that's comfortable. If it's not, hands down to the earth. And then, see if you can slide that heel an inch or so towards your left hip. Exhale, matching up, equaling your left heel with right heel. Inhale, sliding that left heel back. Exhale it forward so that it's equal stance with the right heel. Inhale, slide heel back some, left heel. Exhale so that it's lined up with right. Now here, shake both legs out. Flex into both feet, make them active. Length of legs are active. We're working our sacrum, right? We get a lot of low back issues, especially if we're seated a lot. So here we're gonna walk the low back. Sounds crazy, but it's pretty cool. So flex into both feet and slide your right heel back. Lengthen and move forward your left heel. Slide them equal, walk left heel back, slide right heel forward. Exhale, make both heels equal. Let's just walk back and forth. So it's like you are doing a sashay, honestly. Consider yourself on the catwalk. We're on our back. It's pretty crazy if we're walking. But I'm trying to get you to see that your low back is equal when you come to the point where both heels are on the equal plane. So we're just walking slightly backwards and forwards, moving our heels back and forward. So our hips are going side to side, as if you were sashaying down the street. Where's your belly? If your hands are by your sides, bring your hands to your belly. And if you can, activate now your abdominals, bringing your navel a little closer towards your spine. This protects our lower back. Just notice and observe how you're feeling in that area. Let's practice a few more of these. When you're ready, next exhalation, let everything go. Shake out your legs. Bring your arms to your sides. Feel how you're feeling. Bend into your knees. When you're ready, feet flat to the earth. Arms along your side. See if you can grab onto your yoga mat. Step those heels as close as they can come to your hips. Press into the four corners of each foot. Inhale, lift those hips up towards sky. See if you can walk your shoulders in towards one another, coming into bridge. Are you equal here? Are you rolled over to one side of your foot? Bring it so that it is equal on each foot. If you need to lower to get to that point, do so. On your next exhalation, lower down slowly your upper, middle, and lower back down to the earth. Let's practice one more bridge. See if you can bend into your elbows, pointing your fingertips up to sky, coming into robot arms. Press into the four corners of your feet. Inhale, lifting hips up off earth. Enjoying your breath, finding the center core of your body, specifically your torso. Taking notice if you're on more of the left side or right side of your body or your feet. Move it to center. On your next inhale, lift those hips higher. And then slowly exhale everything back down to the earth. Dropping your arms finally down to the earth, lengthening your legs long. Separating your feet, your legs, so that they are more than hip width apart. Allowing your feet to drop out to the side and releasing your arms to the side. Take up space here. This is our final posture of our yoga practice today, Shavasana. Welcome to a sense of ease. I want to practice a state of equanimity with breath in our bodies. We've practiced alternate nostril breath before together. We're going to practice it not so actively with that mudra, our hand to our nose. We don't need that right now. We're in rest. So feel your body lengthened and long. Feel supported by the earth that's beneath you, anything that's under you. Know it's there to support your body. Maybe closing your eyes. Imagine inhaling through the left side body and left nostril. At the top of your inhalation, hold it at the crown of your head. And exhale down the right side body through the right nostril. Inhale, right nostril, right side body. Hold at the crown of head. Exhale through the left side body, left nostril. Do a few more rounds of that on your own breath, in your own time, your own style. I'll leave you in silence here for a few moments. To a mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. That's by Lao Tzu. Thinking of yourself as having a state of equanimity, it allows your mind to be calm and still. Everything drops away, the stresses and pressures, if you just remain calm and equal in any situation of your life. How do I get there? Just be in the breath. Notice where your body is. It's that simple, but it's that difficult too. It's just a practice, though. We get better with it each breath. Begin to deepen the breath, making small movements in your fingers, your toes. Rocking the head from side to side. bending into your knees, pressing your feet flat on the earth, rolling to whatever side you like the most, raising yourself up back to that comfortable seat. Noticing here, do you feel equal in your torso? If not, bring the awareness to your central channel, the spine. Inhaling up the spine, exhaling down the spine. Palms of hands together at heart space, bowing head to your heart. Knowing here that you have everything inside you could possibly ever need in this life, in the next, in the next, in the next. Just access it with the breath. You will come to an equal state of mind. The light within me sees and bows to the light within all of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for your practice this Monday. Pretty sure it's pretty sunny out. You have a nice week, and if I see you Wednesday in meditation, you'll get an email from me. And if I don't, I'll see you next Monday or when I do. Find some equanimity. See you soon.